is going on, everybody? This is the very first video after hitting 1,000 subscribers. So again, thank you so much. I mean, 1,000 subs, that's fucking huge. I'll be able to get a creator code, or I have a creator code now. So I guess I get to plug that in, eh? So creator code, Sweaty6, straight up, nice and normal. Use that if you want to support me. It's probably one of the best ways to support me, other than watching all of my content, to give me those spicy little watch hours so I can get monetized. I'm going to probably throw a text somewhere that says use my code up on the screen throughout the video. Not that annoying, but it'll be there just so y'all know. So in this video, this is going to be a casual to competitive. We're going to be talking about editing walls. This can cover topics such as efficient ways to edit the walls, the meta edits, off meta edits, how to use each edit, and the proper movement that goes along with each edit. So let's start with the most efficient ways to edit walls. So really what this is that a lot of people, let's say we're going to be doing this edit here. And if you notice with my crosshair, the least efficient way would be to do something like this. This big square here. Sure, I edited it all, but it's so longer. Just way worse to do. If I want to do that, when you can just hug the corner like this and do a quick little edit like that. It's good to practice, especially when you're just getting better at editing, just to practice the quick little. And these ones, look, that's all we need to do. I don't need to go here like that. I can just go and edit. If I want to go straight across, I can go like that. That's way quicker than like that. That would be the most efficient ways to edit walls, is that you keep your crosshair as close as possible to the line in between right here. You want to just barely touch it like that. So what this does is that it will increase your editing speed, because if you're going to be doing an edit afterwards, your crosshair is already in a pretty good spot to do the edit. But if you did something like this, now look where my crosshair is, then I have to bring it up and then edit back. See the difference? So increases your crosshair placement for after editing, and it also increases your crosshair placement for shooting. So if I do something like this, here's my crosshair. Let's say my opponent is right there. So that's a short flick compared to cross like that. Or if I do something like this, crosshairs here, bring it down to the head level, versus here, bring it down. You notice the difference if we go wide versus short. Keep your crosshair more around the head level of your opponent, because your edits are a lot more cleaner. So look at this. Here's my edit over here, finish. Head level, boom, shoot, just like that. So next we'll be talking about meta edits. If you don't know what meta means, it basically just means normal. So what is the normal meta, or what is the what is the normal edit in the current state of the game? So for a while, the normal edit was you do like this, you place the stair, you edit, you shoot right here. But that's no longer it. We're not going to talk about placing stuff in the box yet. This is just edits. I'd say the most meta edits are, now meta doesn't mean bad, it just means normal. Remember, our window edits and peanut butter peak. So window edit is where you just do like this and you do a window. Most common mistake, you edit the window and you stand in the window already. This just leaves you wide open for your opponent who's standing on this side just to pump you in the face. Because if we notice, when we edit, we have to take out our shotgun. While if you're waiting for someone to edit, you just aim in, and then once they edit and open up the window, you shoot them. That's it. So this can be done. The most proper way to do it is you do the wall, you run up to the wall, you hold it, you let go. You can either be crouching and you want to re-peek and shoot. So it'd be like, then you reset. And then you hold the wall right after. Very important to hold the wall right after. Because if we notice, if we reset the wall, it's one shot. So what good players might do is dodge the peek here, reset, and then they attack the wall and take it from you. Because you're not holding it. You're like, oh, da da da, and then take the wall, and then they edit, and then. So hold the edit, run up to the wall, get in the right hand peek. You can either go like this and re-peek it, or crouch and crouch down. This is probably the best way. So you go like that. You do it from the middle. If you notice, I'm holding the edit, wait until I go. You can do it from over here, but it's a lot more difficult, because if your opponent's on this side of the box over here, then they'll have a right hand peek. Let's think you're going to be in this corner right here, and they can almost peek you before you can see them. So this edit on the far one would only be good if your opponent is hiding right here in the far corner, something like back here. So then you can right peek it. You can more easier to access here, but still like a pretty iffy edit, I think, if you're in a box fight like this. So those are the 3 window edits. Again, it's like cover, hold it, cover, hold it, crouch, peek, just like that. Next is called the peanut butter peek. And what that is, that's the top right here. And the reason why it's called peanut butter is because it's sliced down the middle or down the diagonal as a peanut butter. I don't know who the fuck makes their peanut butter sandwiches like this, but that's weird. I'm 100% a straight across peanut butter like this. So this should be called the peanut butter, not this. But maybe that's just Canada and that's just me. But I don't know. I need to speak to whoever made their peanut butter sandwiches like this because I'm unsure. Anyway, that's what it's called. So the idea is that you edit like this, and then there's a few peeks you can do. First, you can be crouched all the way up to here, and this only really works if your opponent is almost back here. So you want to crouch, peek, and shoot. Reset, hold the wall, just like that. Another one is you hold here. Let's say your opponent's over here, so you can crouch, shoot, reset. Always reset the wall right after. And then the most common one is you have a cone in the box. You go all the way up here. You want to jump. So let's say your opponent's somewhere in the back here. You want to jump, hit your head, and shoot. So you got to get the timing right. Notice my head is barely visible. I'm not just jumping up and down and shooting. I'm jumping and swinging to the left. So I hit my head off of here, and I come down quicker. So you can do something even farther back. The more higher up you go on the cone, the shorter the jump will be because you'll hit your head sooner. So for practice, you can go to the very top of the box and practice, going to the left like this. But if you want to get really efficient with it, you want to start almost back here and reset. So you barely, right here I'm protected. If he's over here, he can attack me. So let's say he's, for the sake of the argument, he's back here in the box. I go like this, I reset. I hold the wall right afterwards. And that would be the peanut butter edit like this. You can do a leftwards peanut butter, but if we think about the box, your opponent will have the right hand peek on you. There's not really much you can do about that. There is a trick. I don't have a launch pad, but there is a trick where if we had something set up, like, what would be a right hand peek for this guy? The other side. If we had something set up like this, you launch pad, place a pad here, and that'll fly you all the way over here, and then you'll pump them in the face. Pretty unique, if I would say. Like you won't probably use that often. You have to have a pad, and it has to be set up perfectly like this. So it's pretty unorthodox. So nice. Those are the meta edits. Done. Let's talk about the other types of edits. So first we have the square edits, which are just these ones here. Personally, I like doing these ones when I do a Mongol Classic, as it leaves me a bit more room to work with than this. It just feels a little bit more claustrophobic. And if we think of this from the opponent's perspective, you want to be playing off where they can't see you. So you want to be standing like right around here. So after you flip to stay around, you can shoot them and reset like that and hold the wall, obviously, afterwards. So it would be like that. So you can do it this way too. Place the wall like this, and then, but now your opponent will be standing here and he won't be blocked by anything. So that's why if we notice, before I finished the edit, I ran up here to get the right hand peek so I can re-peek it like this. I can go, oh, reset, something like that. Practice just this right here, that's it. That is the bottom for edit. A nice little, this is going to be a nice little advanced tip you can do here. Is let's say my opponent is here and he is, and I notice that he's either A, on top of the ramp like this, or he's pressed up against the wall this way, and he's just trying to hide from me. What you can do is flip the ramp like this. So whether if you do that from a window, so let's say I'm in this window here, he's over here, I grab the ramp, I flip it, and then you edit this, then you right hand peek off of the stair here. So your opponent's right there, you go, you reset the wall. This fucking spicy ass angle. Let's see what it looks like from inside. This is what he's working with. Sure, he can get a right hand peek if he hugs the wall like this, but most people, they're going to be back here and like, what the hell am I going to do with that? And then that's it. You win. So the next edit is called the baby wall. That's this one right here. This one isn't really used in most cases when you and your opponent are right in front of each other, because you can't hide behind anything. You're just going to get pumped in the face. What it is used for is, let's say my opponent is in this metal. He's running out to the side like this. And I just took this wall. I'm brick. I go, all right, I'll do a baby wall. And then I come over here, I'm attacking him, and he decides, hey, let's run back into this box. So me knowing that I have the baby wall here, I can just peek and shoot him, maybe even place the cone in the box, whatever, and he'll be like, why can't I place a build, or why can't I, or he'll be trying to reset it, and I'm like, why can't I reset it, stuff like that. The baby wall is mostly used when you want to either A, spray deep inside the box like this, like have the box wide open, or to confuse your opponent. It's really good if you're running pre-edits. So I pre-edits disabled, but if you run pre-edits, then you can pre-edit the baby wall, and then when you take the wall and have your duo or trio behind you, they can pump them because the wall is wide open. There's no need for any edits. So next is the top 3 edit, which is this one here. This is probably one of my favorite ones to do. It's because if they stare you off, you can phase it, or you can even get on top of it, still have a peek here. If your opponent's behind the cone, it's a little bit more difficult to get the peek. You can do something like that and jump, but you're still visible for quite a bit. I like to do it with a cone, so I would hold this edit, jump down, hide my head, peek it, and then reset, just like that. You crouch down, you don't have to look down, you gotta crouch down. Then you can either jump, shoot, reset, or crouch up and then reset, something like that. That is that edit. And then finally we'll be doing bottom corner edits, and that's these ones here. Now the thing about these ones, that if we go and do it over here, the wall will break like this because it's not held up by anything. That doesn't count down here as being something to hold up with, so that's good to remember. These are really pretty much like bad edits, because you can't hide here because you can still shoot your toes, and you can't hide here because there's nowhere to hide. So this would be if you want to do a really quick edit. So if your opponent hops down on the wall and you go something like, I can't even shoot that quick, then you reset, like a really quick edit, shoot, reset. But the thing is that you have to hope that he isn't baiting your shot out, because then you'll get shot and everything like that. So it's a pretty risky play, but I mean, if it works, then you can't even shoot before it happens. But something like that, really quick. It's really a high risk, high reward type of edit. Next is the door edits. Usually these are made when you make a mistake. You do the door when you forget to do the bottom edit here, and you go like this, or you try to do these edits and you just end up making a door. Now they can be used offensively or defensively. Most players, if not all players, have auto open doors enabled, just like I do. And what this does, that if your opponent is hugging the wall all the way up here and you edit a door, he's going to go through the animation of open the door, basically saying, hey, come shoot me in the face, and then you hit him in the face. Okay, so but you have to keep remembering to do that, because it's pretty unconventional, because your opponent has to be right up to the wall like this, and then you edit, you say come on in, and then you just hit him in the head. So he would pop it open. That's it. So next is the all but 2 edit. I don't know what the name is for this, but this is the one where you go all the way here. It's very similar to the all across edit. You go all the way like this. You want to jump and shoot like that. If your opponent is over here or even back here, then you can go that reset. But it's mostly used in conjunction with a cone. You want to go like this, jump and reset. You can do it on the other side too. I don't think it's as good, because I mean, you're peeking from a left hand no matter what. So it's probably best used like this, and it's pretty a weird edit to do. I like to start in the middle. I mean, that would be the crosshair one. You just flick around like this, jump up, shoot, and reset. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This is the wall edits video. Next will be floor, stair, cone, I think is the plan I'm doing, and just talking about, you know, everything along with editing, those type of stuff. So please, if you're somebody who's casual, beginner, you're a pro, maybe not if you're a pro, but we don't need this video if you're a pro, but whoever you are, you can definitely use something from this video, so please watch it all. If you made it this far, thank you so much for supporting me. The score of first have restarted now, so what this means is once I get to 2.5k subs, whoever is in first place will probably get either a 1200 V-Buck skin, or the next battle pass, or 1000 V-Buck skin, something like that. I don't know, I haven't decided. It depends how much money I have, really. But yeah, thank you so much. Have a good one.